Hey yo!
What's up?
What's happening? Welcome back. Thank you for being patient with us. Last week we're off, but we'll tell you a little bit more why in a minute here. So, have another episode of the Hardy Times. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. A lot of cool topics to talk about today. Les, what do we got on the docket?
Yeah, so today we are going to talk about real estate wise. We're always here to educate, entertain, and enlighten you.
That is true.
So we're going to talk real estate, the difference between buying a house versus a HOA and condo.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to recap my Iceland trip. It was awesome.
Excited for that.
And also play a game, of course. So
all right.
get excited.
Get excited. This is going to be a good show. We have a lot of good content.
Can't wait to share.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to hop right into the real estate portion here. Like Les said, we're going to talk about the benefits of buying into an HOA or not an HOA. So really, I want to break down, number one, if you are a buyer, what's a better fit for you if you're in an HOA or not an HOA? And we could talk about the pros and cons of being in an HOA. So it's a planned community run by a homeowners association. And what the HOA fee, what you buy in, what that would include would be lawn maintenance, snow removal, sometimes water. This is case by case.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the type of property that you're buying, it could include a pool, it could include tennis courts, it could include a basketball court, a lounge area, a grill, stuff like that. So every HOA that you buy into is case by case. So you want to be clear of what that HOA includes. Sometimes the HOA can be as far little as $100 a month. Sometimes it could be up to $1,000 a month. It all depends on the neighborhood, what the HOAs include.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of amenities that are flexing either way, or because it's case by case. So some can include a lot, some can include not so much. I'll give you a quick example. I live in Conshohocken. On my street, there is this planned community behind me, and the HOA to buy into that isn't very much. However, that only includes lawn, so they take care of the lawn for you, the roof to make sure all the roofs are in good shape, and snow removal. So there's no pool, no tennis court, nothing like that. Down the street is a place called the Grand. Now that HOA is high threes, I believe it's $375. That includes water, that includes tennis courts, it doesn't include tennis courts. A grill, a courtyard, a pool, a gym, stuff like that. So depending on where you buy, that's going to impact how much your HOA is going to be.
And also, just to add on to that, so when you buy into an HOA or a condo, it's less maintenance for you, so you don't have to worry about lawn care and snow removal and all of that. So that's a benefit for sure.
Definitely, and it's important when you're looking to buy a home or to buy into an HOA, what type of buyer are you? You want to identify yourself, what makes the most sense to you. And I would say, if you are a buyer and you're going to own and you're not going to be at the property that often, let's say you travel a bunch for work and you can't keep up with lawn, or if it snows, you don't have anybody to take care of the snow, an HOA might be a better fit for you because all that stuff is taken care of. Now you have to pay monthly. That's one thing, and that's also something to think about too when you contact your mortgage lender, because that's going to be on top of your mortgage. But
Right.
It's important to understand how much you're paying and what it includes. If you're not going to be there that often, an HOA does make sense because it's as little maintenance as possible. There's not much you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is built in. It's really a good way to describe it is less responsibility with owning. You
Right.
know, with a regular home, you have lawn, you have snow removal. There's pros and cons to each. Now, another thing to talk about is appreciation. You know, over time, for the most part, not the HOA, just buying a regular home, that will appreciate more.
Mm-hmm.
There's just factual evidence behind that. So that's something to think about too, if appreciation is important to you. And also with the HOA, so let's say you buy a place and it's $225 a month. That isn't fixed. That could go up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's a special assessment. Like let's say there is a roofing issue and there needs to be more money put into the HOA. You're signing in knowing that that could be a moving number. So it's important to understand that buying into an HOA, that's something you could subject yourself to. So definitely be aware of the HOA costs, what it includes, and then as a buyer, figure out, is this the best case scenario for me?
Yeah.
Do I want an HOA?
And a way that you can figure out what it includes. So once you've identified that you want to buy a HOA property or a condo, Once you go under contract, you have 15 days to receive what they call the HOA docs or condo docs, and you'll have everything that you need to know about what it includes. And then your mortgage company will also do an analysis on that and let you know what that's going to entail for your mortgage, and you'll have 15 days to decide if that's what you want, or you can back out of the deal if it's not something that's agreeable to you.
Mm-hmm. Another safety net, just so if you feel like you bought the house or the condo under contacts that aren't correct, you get another 2 weeks to figure out if this is a good fit for you once you understand everything that it comes with. Sometimes, like for example, somebody bought it and thought it included water. It did not include water, so that's something that somebody wanted to back out for. So it's important. Be positive what it includes. I'm working with somebody now that is looking for a rental, like an investment property rental. It is good in the fact if you want to buy something for like the $150, $200 range, and there's like a $150, $200 HOA, it's like a built-in property management company because it takes care of a lot of the daily maintenance. Something to think about on the investment side of things too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of the rundown. But if you have any other questions, just reach out to us and we'll answer your questions.
Yeah, and let me know. It's important. Figure out if that's for you. An HOA isn't for everybody. It's not, but some people it's a perfect fit for. So if you have any questions about what an HOA includes, areas that are more common to have them, whatever it may be, feel free to reach out to Leslie or myself, and I will be happy to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we weren't here last week.
We were not.
We were not. So there was a reason we weren't here last week. Leslie was in Iceland. So I'm looking forward to hearing about the trip.
Yeah.
Saw some pictures, a couple cool stories, a couple funny stories. So I just want to turn into the interviewer and you be the interviewee.
Ask away.
And ask you a couple quick questions. So Iceland, when I hear Iceland, I think of four things.
Okay.
I think of the Northern Lights.
Yep.
I think of the Blue Lagoon.
Yep.
I think of Mighty Ducks 2.
Okay.
Iceland, Team Iceland, who was coached by Wolf the Dennis Stanson.
Okay.
Do you know how he got that nickname?
No.
Because he was known for punching people's teeth out more than scoring goals. So he got the nickname the Dentist.
Oh, nice. I love it.
So that's Mighty Ducks knowledge for you. And then also the giant guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The Mountain. Yeah, that's his name, the Mountain.
Okay.
He's 6'9". He's from Iceland. He also won World's Strongest Man.
Oh yeah. That was talked about on our trip.
He is the most intimidating human being alive.
I have a confession.
Yep.
I am gonna get a lot of backlash out of this, but
I feel like I know what's coming here.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Never watched Game of Thrones. Well, you are in the minority.
I know.
It's a great show.
I'm actually gonna pick it up, but yeah, one of the places that we went to, Game of Thrones was filmed there naturally. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
I would recommend watching it because if you're gonna invest time into a show, like that's why you get into a show, right? There is enough there to invest hours in watching the show. It really is.
And it's ending, right? Like this.
Yep, we're in the last season now. A lot of stuff's going down this week, actually. So, a lot of Game of Thrones fans out there, brace. It's coming. Winter is here.
I want to know what you guys are all talking about. So yeah, that'll be a project, but I'm excited to watch. It is.
Well, I digress. Let's get back to topic at hand. Okay. Iceland. What was your favorite part of the trip?
Okay, so favorite part, aside from just every single place that we went to, just the landscape, it's just so unique there.
Cool.
So they call it Iceland, it's like the land of fire and ice. It's like a whole, like there's lava fields everywhere, and then all in between that are glaciers. So it's pretty crazy and unique that has both of those landscapes, climates. But favorite part was definitely ATVing on the black sand beach. It was
really
so fun, so cool. Like it just was a blast to just cruise around on the beach there. That's
cool. That's something I wouldn't even think would be part of a trip to Iceland.
Yeah.
That's not something that you would think of, but that was the best part.
It took us all over too. Like it was an adventure. We went on the beach all around, up and down hills, and then also through like this canyon too. So that was really cool. Like
Nice.
through water, like we got soaked. It was awesome.
You four-wheeled through like a waterfall? Or
Not
just
a
through
waterfall, but like a river, like to get to the other side.
Okay.
And shout out to my grandma, Grammy Isabel. She's 90 and she was on those ATVs with us. So that was
Shout out
awesome.
Grammy
Shout out Grammy.
for doing that.
Yeah.
I know people that are 30 that wouldn't do that.
She was like, I want you to make me a promise. I want you to promise me that when you're 90, you're doing the same exact thing. And I was like, you're my rock star. I love
Grammy
you.
coming through in the clutch.
Yeah.
That's impressive. 90
I
years
know.
old on a four-wheeler?
hmm
Go for her.
Yeah. It was.
Go for her.
So that was definitely the highlight for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the highlight. Another thing that people think of from Iceland, I know for me, I would love to see the Northern Lights.
hmm
And I know that Iceland is one of the best places to see the Northern Lights. So
Yeah.
just want you to speak on if you saw the Northern Lights, when is Northern Lights most common there,
hmm
all that good stuff. So
Okay, so Northern Lights, unfortunately, we did not see them on this trip. It was possible, it was kind of the tail end of the season, so I learned all about it. We went to this Northern Lights exhibit. So it's from the end of August through like mid-April. The sky has to be completely clear to see them, and it was rainy that week, so lots of clouds in the sky, so it wasn't possible. But the science behind it is just so cool. It's like, I hope I don't mess up, but it's like particles from the sun that like shoot out into the space, and then it creates these like crazy neon colors that shine through.
Wow.
And that's how you can see them.
sun particles.
Google it. It's really cool. But yeah, unfortunately, we did not get to see them.
That does explain it a little bit because I
Yeah.
think everybody wonders how those Northern Lights come to be. So
Mhm.
that cleared it up.
Good.
Sun particles. If you ever wondered why the Northern Lights are the Northern Lights, sun particles.
There's more to it.
It's
than
new to
that,
me.
but that's
but no,
kind of
in general,
the gist. of
sun
it.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And that's good knowledge on that. Another thing with Iceland that's common is the Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon.
And you were telling me that you did get to visit that.
Yeah.
So why don't you speak on the Blue Lagoon?
Okay, Blue Lagoon was amazing. So it's right in the middle of a lava field. It's heated by geothermal energy. So it's pretty crazy. So they discovered it when they saw like steam coming up from the water.
Mhm.
And so back in the day, the Vikings, that's where they settled and found the island, all that. They used to bathe in like the water like that.
Really? So the water's
definitely-
clean.
Yeah,
It's clean
and
water.
well, most importantly warm. Like it says, it's
Okay.
fueled by geothermal energy. So
That's good.
yeah, but the Blue Lagoon is a man-made geothermal spa. So it's this huge area. It has all these lava rocks around it. But yeah, you really it's like a whole spa setup. You go in and you just get to like go relax in the lagoon. They have bars. They have they have skin facial masks that you can
How about
use,
that?
and it's just a relaxing day. So yeah, that was the last day, and we just chilled there all day long, and it was just a dream.
It
was awesome.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Probably a much better spa day in Iceland than it is in Rittenhouse.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit different
it's
options?
It's just cool and natural and beautiful. Yeah.
It seemed like looking at your pictures, the scenery was amazing.
Yeah. It's just so unique and just so beautiful. Everywhere we went, we saw a ton of waterfalls. Fun fact, there's 10,000 waterfalls in Iceland.
10,000?
10,000.
It's a big number.
There's I think there's 120 something volcanoes. A lot of them are active still.
Really?
There was one that he said is active every 4 years, I want to say. So pretty frequent.
Were
I
you
think.
nervous at all, knowing that fact about the active volcanoes?
No, our guide was awesome. He wouldn't put us in danger. I think, definitely if it were, I think people go out and hunt for that and want to, witness that. But
Volcano
no.
hunters.
Yeah.
That sounds like a show on eTrue TV or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. I'm sure that's out there. Volcano hunters.
But yeah, just really, really cool stuff.
And you would recommend somebody that's thinking about leaving the country?
Highly
check out
recommend.
Iceland?
Add it, jump it up on your list. It's
Cool.
really, it's so entertaining.
Mhm.
Everywhere you went, like we went through waterfalls, like we went into like the caves and we're like underneath waterfalls. That was really fun to do.
Cool.
We saw so there was another place that they took us that it's the only place, I think there's another place in the world, but the two of the one places where you can see the tectonic plates in the same spot.
I don't think I've heard tectonic
remember
plates
that
since I was in high school.
Yeah.
That was big in high school, the tectonic
So
plate shift.
we saw the North American tectonic plate, and then on the other side was the Eurasian tectonic plate. And
the old Eurasian.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember all that?
I remember the
It's all
Eurasian.
coming back to you?
It is. It is.
So, yeah. It was just, everything we did was just so cool. And
cool.
Yeah.
How far was that flight from Philadelphia?
Not far at all. Well, so Philly doesn't have direct flights out. We took a direct flight out from Newark.
Okay.
New York. So that was an hour and a half drive from Philly. Not too bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flight was only 5 hours. So that's like us traveling to, California from here.
Not even. I think California's 6, so less than California.
Yeah.
I
Super
wouldn't think that
flight.
it was that close.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was only 5 hours.
Totally doable.
How about that?
Yeah.
How was the flight price-wise? Was it
really cheap getting
more?
there? Really cheap getting there. While you're there, it's pretty pricey, but it's worth it. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
And shout out to my in-laws because they totally hooked it up and they really do it up.
Shout out to the in-laws.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that is definitely on my list.
Yeah,
I want to go visit Iceland here.
It reminded me a lot of New Zealand too.
Like
just how cool the scenery is and stuff. So I think you'd like it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's for sure on my list. I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Just hope I don't bump into the mountain. I don't have to arm wrestle the mountain at like a bar or something. But I don't know. You just never know what you might run into on vacation. You get into like some interesting situations.
You get into some interesting situations.
I do. We gotta put yourself out
It
there.
was pretty smooth sailing for our family trip. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't arm wrestle the mountain while you're there?
No.
Confirmed?
No.
Okay. Blue Lagoon, yes. Arm wrestling, no.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, well, transitioning out of the Iceland trip,
yeah,
we wanted to play a game because we love playing games here.
We do.
And we're going to do the Can You Nots.
Yeah, I decided to do another Can You Not travel edition because I feel like you could just not get enough of those.
Of course, and you have some material now.
Of course,
that you spent on the trip.
It's fresh for me. So I prepared some. Let's get into it.
Let's hear the best of the Can You Nots.
Well, this is like the best. Like this is the most recent for me. So, can you not clouds so that we can see the northern lights?
Okay.
That was such a bummer because it was the time that we could see it and clouds. Can you not?
That is, and that's something that you plan on seeing too.
Yeah.
So that is a bummer.
On the bucket
Clouds.
list. But
clouds.
just reason
Come
to
on,
go back.
clouds.
Good reason to go back. Okay, so this is more like travel, like airport stuff like that. But
okay.
Okay, so public restrooms. When there's plenty of stalls, it's empty in there.
Yeah.
You go in, the person behind you, can you not go right next to me in the stall? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you right next? Why?
That's a
why
guy
choose
thing
that
too
one?
with urinals. That's you don't want the guy right next to you. That's something that happens with guys too. That actually reminds me of a story of I have this weird habit when I am in a stall and I'm sitting down and somebody sits next to me in a stall, like a stall over.
Okay.
I have this weird tick of that I always look at the person's shoes. I always look at people's shoes. So this one time, about a year ago in this office, I sat down, somebody sat next to me, and after they sat down, I did my normal routine where I kind of just look on the stall a little bit, look at the person's shoes. That person did the exact same thing at the same time. So we locked eyes.
So there's others out there?
There's others out there, but we locked eyes is the point of the story.
God.
And it was probably, other than the Rolling Stones canceling the tour for this summer, the worst moment of my life.
Thing that ever happened to you.
It was probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Locking eyes with somebody underneath the stall.
For you.
No words were spoken. I finished up, got out of there, and I don't know if I know the person or not. All I saw was the whites of their eyes. That was tough to get over.
Wow.
I know, but that reminded me of your Can You Not.
Okay. Yeah. So just moral of the story, don't
Just don't do that.
Right
Just don't do
Or
that. Just don't have that trend. Like don't look at people's shoes. Les, you got any more Can You Nots?
I got some more. Okay, so I'm a big I like to sleep on planes. So can you not, like, night flights, red eyes, use the book light or have the window up for when everyone's trying to sleep?
Yeah.
Or also, can you not, flight attendant, wake me up to put my seat back up? I know it's standard, but then she came back again when my shade up.
Yeah.
And then she came back a third time because I was in the exit row and she wanted me to put my shoes back on.
Yeah.
It's like, can you not?
That's
or can you
one.
just come back and do all three at once?
That's tough because if you can sleep on a flight, that's like golden.
Don't wake me up.
Because it's tough to fall asleep. So if you actually do fall asleep, you don't want to be interrupted because that's like valuable hours that you're losing. Especially if you're traveling somewhere with a time difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it was the end of the flight. Like, I know we were landing, but, like, can you not?
Can you not? Any others?
Yeah. I got one more. All right. Can you not, U.S., make all of us take our shoes off? No other country makes you take your shoes off at the security line but the United States. Like, can you not?
Can you not?
Like, why? Why do we do that?
I feel like that's a tough thing for people that are older.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're 60 plus,
so much longer for
taking off your
all
shoes is a process.
Yeah.
It is, because if you got a bad back, then all of a sudden, people that wear shoes that are above 60 years old.
Necessary, why are we still doing it? Like,
I don't know.
Get with the times.
I don't know the exact reason behind it. But if you're above 60 years old,
cautious.
You probably have your laces tied pretty tight.
Yeah.
And you probably don't have a great back. So, like, you taking off your shoes,
or like,
it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Or get TSA pre-check. That's on my list to do.
Yeah, TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
So, yeah, airports. Figures, I mean, hit
us
us up.
If you have any more, chime in, because I could go on and on.
Or if you work for TSA or at an airport, tell us why we need to take our shoes off.
Yes.
What the exact reason is, so we
know.
I don't know exactly why. I'm sure it's some kind of safety deal, but I don't know exactly why the shoes.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
If no one else does it, why do we? Please
I remember flying from New Zealand back to here, and it was so easy. It was like I just got right through there. It was a breeze.
Aside from your bag.
Aside from my bag, literally ripping at the seams.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand if it's like precautionary, and I want them to go through all the precautionary details behind it. But I don't know, the shoes are tough.
Yeah.
Like I'm anti-shoe, so like if you can get rid of that, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Any more Kenny Knots?
No, that's all I got.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're through our game portion here. Hope you enjoyed that. Les, we have a big announcement about a homebuyer happy hour. You want to go into some details about that?
Yes, we do. So we're going to have a homebuyer happy hour a week from tomorrow, May 2nd, Thursday at Coyote Crossing in Conchi.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. It's kind of my backyard, so it's a great spot. Great spot. If you have any questions about it or you want to come, reach out to me. More the merrier. We would like everybody out there to come attend.
Anyone who's thinking about buying a house or even if you just have beginning stages questions, just stop by. It's free drinks on us, 4:30 to 6:30.
Yep. Hope to see you guys there.
Yeah.
Every time we've done this, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've got like a lot of good info out there about somebody that's looking to buy a home.
Process.
Or if somebody, was just curious in town about what their house was worth, if they were thinking about selling, just to have a discussion about it or just have a drink.
And we're just fun. So
we are. I mean, we think we are, but other people might disagree. All right, so the Homebuyer Happy Hour. Also, I want to make an announcement.
Yeah, you have a couple things.
I have 4 listings coming up in the next few weeks. So, Havertown. I have a listing coming up in Havertown in a great part in the Chatham Park section. It's 4-bedroom,
really great house.
Single-family home. The asking price is going to be $415,000. If you're interested, contact me. I can get you in there early. It should be live sometime next week. That's Havertown. Haverford's got a great football program over there. Great school district.
Yeah.
Great school district.
You're kind of biased, but yeah.
Somewhat. Also, Conshohocken. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. $270,000, which is very low for Conshohocken. So if you're interested in buying Conshohocken, could be a rental property for you, could be a place to live. It's got a lot of options there. That'll be live this week. Also, Clifton Heights. On the cheaper side, $115,000. Great value for Clifton Heights. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. A good nook in Clifton Heights area. And then also Manayunk Roxborough section.
Yep.
That should be live in about 3 weeks. That will be $400,000. That is, if you guys have ever done the Manayunk bike race, have you ever been there for that? So this road where they live on goes right through it. Yeah. So it's not in the main part of town in Manayunk, but it's like one of the back roads that leads through Roxborough.
Yeah.
Really, really cool part of town. They redid everything. Open it up, you walk in the front door, you could almost see the back door with the way they opened everything up, and everything is brand new. 5-bedroom. So that is a very desirable place, a very desirable house. If you're interested in any of that, contact me. If you want to get in early, I'd be happy to get you in there. If you have any questions on it, reach out.
Yeah, those will be coming on the next week or so.
Yeah, Havertown will be next week. Clifton Heights will be a few weeks. Conshohocken will be next week, maybe before. And then the Manayunk Roxborough will be about 3-4 weeks. It's still, he's still finishing some things up. So it'll be live soon, though.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're busy on
Hit
our
us
end.
up first.
Hit us up. Les, you want to recap everything that we hit today? I know it was a lot.
It was a lot. We covered a lot.
Deep breath, because we talked about a lot.
Whew. Okay, so the differences between a house and an HOA condo. It's less maintenance at a HOA condo, and house just a little bit more work, but may appreciate and value a little bit more.
That it will.
If you have any other questions, just reach out to us. And then all in all, Iceland is amazing. You guys have to go. I highly recommend.
Put it on the list.
Put on your bucket list for sure. And can you not airports?
Can you not shoes? Can you not?
Can you please?
Can you not clouds? Can you not shoes?
Yeah. Can you please let us know about the shoes?
Yeah.
Situation.
Just reach out. Why are the shoes got to come off?
And please come to our happy hour next Thursday.
Yeah.
And other than that, we'll remind you again next week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep. For now, peace out until next week. And guys, if you want to come to happy hour, reach out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys will enjoy it. If nothing else, it's a good time to catch up. So hope to see you guys there, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Peace.